you grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh after school, you probably remember cheering for Yugi, Joey, or Kaiba. But every now and then the show gave us something completely unexpected. Duels where both duelists were villains. That was exactly what made Marik vs. Bakura unforgettable. As a kid, I remember thinking, wait, who am I even supposed to root for? On one side, Yami Bakura, the spirit of the Millennium Ring, whose goal was to collect the Millennium items and gain unimaginable power. On the other hand was Yami Marik, the cruel alter ego, born from Marik's hatred and years of suffering. So, ironically, the real Marik was the one who had become one of the good guys by this point. Bakura wasn't just trying to defeat Yami Marik, he was also trying to help the real Marik avenge his father and finally rid the world of his evil half. But then there was one thing terrifying. This wasn't just a duel monster match. It was fought in the Shadow Realm, where the loser wouldn't simply lose the duel, but rather their life. They would lose their very soul. So right from the beginning, this duel felt different. Neither duelist cared about honor or friendship. Every move was designed to destroy the other completely. Bakura relied on one of his deadliest strategies. His monsters actually grew stronger every time cards were sent to the graveyard, allowing his attacks to become more powerful as the duel continued. The longer the battle lasted, the stronger Bakura became. For a while, it looked like he had the advantage. But then Yami Marik revealed why he had become one of the most feared villains in the entire series, and he summoned the Winged Dragon of Ra. See, as kids, the god cards seemed almost unstoppable. They weren't just powerful monsters, they felt like actual gods walking into the battlefield. Even Bakura, with all of his clever strategies, couldn't overcome Ra's overwhelming power. But Yami still had one trick. He activated a trap card that reduced Ra's attack points to 0. At first, it looked like a terrible mistake. How could the strongest monster in the game suddenly have 0 attack points? That's when the hidden ability of Ra was finally revealed. Marik could sacrifice his own life points and convert them directly to Ra's attack points. So in an instance, Ra went from powerless to absolutely unstoppable. It was one of the most anime moments that every kid remembered because of Ra's power. Not even Bakura could overcome it. Oh, looking back, this duel wasn't just memorable because of Ra. It was memorable because it showed what can happen when darkness consumed someone completely. Bakura wanted more power. Yami Marik wanted absolute destruction. Neither cared who got hurt along the way. And I think that was kind of savage of both of them, if you ask me. The Shadow game made every decision carry real consequences, because defeat meant eternal imprisonment in the Shadow Realm. And so even more shocking was Marik's willingness to destroy even himself if it meant taking Bakura to the Shadow Realm. Now, that level of pure madness made him one of the most terrified villains in the entire series. And though Bakura lost the duel, he exposed just how dangerous Yami Marik truly was and how difficult it was defeating him later on. And so, this wasn't simply just another battle of duel monsters. It was the ultimate clash between two embodiments of darkness. There's one line that completely catches Bakura's character, and I love it. My favorite one.
Don't you realize that I am the darkness? What's that supposed to mean?
He breaks into that unforgettable, maniacal laugh as he is dragged into the Shadow Realm. As a kid, we watched because of the monsters and the action. As adults, we appreciate the storytelling much more and the symbolism behind it all. The fact that this duel asked a question few shows dare to ask. What happens when evil has to fight evil? Marik versus Bakura remains one of the most iconic duels of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there was no traditional good guy versus bad guy here. Only two villains battling over power, revenge, and survival. But what about you? Did the Bakura actually have a chance against the weak Dragon of Ra? Or was he doomed from the start? Was he cooked? I sort of thought he was. But let me know in the comments below. I respond to it, every one of them. I enjoy speaking about it. And be sure to give a comment, rate, subscribe. Alright, I'm Chris. Peace.
You haven't seen the last of me.